Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. I am FM23. Today we're taking a look at a tactic called Mourinho's Porto. It is from the Steam Workshop. It is by someone called, I have no idea how to pronounce that, CHXTUPXNGZ. Good luck with that. So, unfortunately, it has absolutely no information on the Steam Workshop whatsoever. So we're just going to take a look at it. I used it simply because of Porto and Mourinho. I had to throw it in there. And we'll see what happens. But as you can see, right now, it is a goalkeeper in defend, fullbacks on the left and right in support, central defenders, box-to-box midfielder, sitting next to a ball-winning midfielder in defend, a CM in support, an advanced playmaker in attack, and 2 advanced forwards up front. Mentality is positive, in possession, attacking width is fairly wide, approach play is pass into space, overlap on the left and right, passing directness is slightly shorter, tempo is slightly higher, mixed crosses, work the ball into the box, and run at defense. In transition, regroup. Have not seen that one, so it'll be interesting. Counter when possession has been won, and distribute to the fullbacks and the center backs. And then out of possession, a mid-block line of engagement, a standard defensive line, trigger press much more often, get stuck in, and that is it. Now, how did it do for our 3 teams? Not well at all. Unfortunately, Newcastle, the only one who it did somewhat well with, and it's probably slightly higher than their average. It was 69 points. But Tottenham in 13th with, 46 points? Wolves being relegated in 18th with 37 points. Wow, drawing with Everton. Everton squeaking it out. But Wolves and Tottenham just absolutely crashing. Since Newcastle sits on top of our 3 teams, we start with them. Had a fantastic run in August, unfortunate for that Leeds loss. But then into October, you start getting all the losses. Carabao Cup third round out against Fulham. Then you get the FA Cup third round shortly after against Southampton. They do have some fantastic runs, but unfortunately, some of these losses, there's just too many scattered about. Tottenham, I don't expect to do very well. However, they have a fantastic run right here from October all the way down into November. They are continuing on in the Cups. Unfortunately, UEFA Champions League out in the round of 16 against Bayern. FA Cup 5th round out against Chelsea. But Carabao Cup out against Crystal Palace. I'm not seeing them anywhere else in the list, yet 1-3 loss away from home, 2-0 win at home, but in penalties, and they're still out. So maybe I'm just too tired right now to figure it out, but something's not really going to plan there. And then Wolves, amazingly spotty, as you would expect. I'm actually surprised that they had, 6 wins or 7 wins in the first half of the season. But where are they out? They're continuing on out in the Carabao Cup third round against Brighton, out in the FA Cup fourth round against Tottenham. Funny enough, there's our head-to-head. But overall, just absolutely a crap show. So we do have transfers again. Transfers for Newcastle, nobody out. Ins, you've got a couple. You've got Ronnie Edwards, Andrew Fisher, Manuel Ugarte, and then Donny van de Beek. So you do have a couple of in there, and Manuel Ugarte is pretty good. For Tottenham, you do have Lucas Moura leaving. You have Hugo Lloris leaving. So you've got some money coming in during January. But you do have plenty of money going out with Rodrigo Macedo. I don't know why my save has gone right back to the 3 letters for Portugal. But Braga, you've got Otavio from Porto, Livaja from Hajduk Split. You've got Bikian from Juve, Grifo from Freiburg, and Semedo from Benfica. For Wolves, you do have Tati going out to Sporting, and coming in, they have actually picked up quite a bit. Jorginho from Benfica, I don't know why Benfica's there versus SLB, I guess it was the B team. Samu from somewhere, Ricardo Fernandez, and then Dani Mota. So they did spend some money this time around, which is rare for what they do. With transfers there, we've got the squad view. So we got Trippier with 40 appearances, Nick Pope with 39, Fabian Schär with 37 plus 1. Goals-wise, 17 for St. Maximin. Wilson with 16. Almiron 15. Isaac only 14 this time around. Very low. Trippier with 13 assists. And then St. Maximin with 10. A bunch of players on 8. Average rating, St. Maximin was 738. Callum Wilson, 722. Willock was 721. I don't know what happened to Isaac in this time. Something seems to be odd. He's only playing 26 plus 6. 13 goals, 7 assists. 7-2. He's still doing a pretty good season. But why is he not playing at all? He was out for 3 weeks and 11 days, flu and then twisted ankle. I don't know, maybe that's it. For Tottenham squad, Son with 47 plus 3, Kane with 47 appearances, and Kulusevski with 45 plus 2. Goals-wise, only 22 for Kane, 20 for Son, Kulusevski with 12, Definitely not anywhere near what they usually are. Assist-wise, Danjuma and Kane with 10 apiece, and Kulusevski with 9, a couple on 8 and below. Average rating, though, 727 is for someone who's not even at the club. 722 for Harry Kane, and Lavaja at 703. Only 2 players in the list that are actually at the club. Wolves, this is going to be probably disheartening. Jose Sa with 42 appearances, Sarabi with 40, as does Collins. Goals-wise, 13 for Cunha, Kalajic with 6, and the Sarabi with 5. Assists, nobody even near the double digits. Sarabia with 6, Jimenez with 4, and Moutinho with 4. Average rating 709 is not even there. Cunha 703 and Jimenez at 7. I mean, they are so low in the table. It's insane. Data actually shows Newcastle quite decent defensively and then very good in attack. Some very strong attacking numbers. But the others, I mean, look at Wolves, is weak defensively, generally okay in attack. I mean, they had 1 number above the Premier League average. Tottenham showing pretty much the exact same. For Premier League stats, I'm pretty much certain that Newcastle is going to be all over this. You do tie for 3rd in most goals. Tottenham's actually in there for fewer shots against, nobody most possession. Dribbles made, all 3 teams are actually in there. It's surprising. Fewest conceded, you do have Tottenham. Goalkeepers doing some work. Tackles won, all 3 teams. Newcastle with 857. All 3 really tied up together. Best pass completion, nobody. Shots for, only Newcastle in most points per game. Newcastle, as you would expect. St. Maximin and Callum Wilson get into the highest goals tally. Only 16 and 17, though. Most assists, Odegaard finally gets in there. But Trippier and St. Maximin, 10 and 11. That's it. Most player of the match awards, St. Maximin with 9, Cooney with 5. This just did not work. Eric Dyer and Botman for best pass completion. Most dribbles made. You actually have a couple. Porto, Trippier, and Knight Nori. Fewest conceded and shutouts. No shutouts, wow. But most tackles won. Willock, Bissouma, and Guimaraes. Most key passes, Trippier. I mean, this is just sad to see. Newcastle being the highlight. Isaac Kane, Son's in there on most shots, but overall, just sad. And then when you look at the table, it even becomes more sad. But Tottenham really doing horribly. Wolves even worse. I mean, I shouldn't say Wolves even worse. They're 20 points lower of what you'd expect. Tottenham, yeah, about 20 points lower than what you would expect. Newcastle is the only highlight, somewhat. 69 points, get you in the top 4. It was not a big season, apparently. But that is it for this tactic. Does not seem like it worked all that well in The Sims. Again, if you do this, you take your own transfers and own shouts during matches and things like that, your own training. I'm sure you could do a lot better for Wolves and Tottenham than 37 and 46 points apiece. But overall, it may not be the where you want to start. But that's it for me, Seffian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.